There's a story behind everything. How did that banner come on the wall? How did I get the scar on my face? Some stories are simple, but some stories are heartbreaking. But behind every story, there's always a mother's story, because it is hers where all the things begin. Mr. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests, good evening.
Good evening.
If I may ask anyone present out here to describe the feeling for their mother, I can guarantee and can say by default that feeling will be of warmth, love, and the bubbliness. Isn't it?
Yes.
No. Some exceptions will be there everywhere. So same is the case with me. If someone comes and walks to me and asks where one can find love, I'll just smile and I'll remember my mother. Speaking of my mother's profession, she is currently in a jail. She's amongst the rapists, the murderers, the drug lords, and all the hooligans of society you can name. She's amongst them right now. I don't want you to be perplexed and think something is wrong, because my mom is a government nurse and currently posted in the jail dispensary.
Okay.
Being a nurse is a very tough job, because one never knows what sort of shifts you might be in, what sort of patients you have to treat, and above all the unannounced transfers that come in the government sector make the things worse. But I've never seen my mom getting bothered by any of these things. She has not let all these things hinder the care and the treatment that she has given to her patients. This has taught me that one of the most important things in my life, that wherever you are or whatever job you do, be thankful and happy about it. Do the work assigned to you diligently and to the best of your ability. Never ever compromise. My mom and my dad were determined enough to give us a secure and stable childhood. Even though my dad, who during his military days had to move all around the country, we stayed rooted in Bangalore, Rajasthan. I became the right hand of my mother, helping her take care of my siblings and manage the household chores. Now what I'm going to say is going to sound very much biased, but what I'm saying is utterly, deliciously true, that my mom cooks the best in the world. Now, simplistic preparation of a dal, served with a huge dollop of ghee along with rotis, will give you the heavenly pleasures that you can dream of in this world. It was because of a training that I eventually learned how to cook a palatable and healthy food and went on to become a chef, even though for a short time. Seeing her juggling between her career, taking care of us, and managing the household chores, during the absence of a dad when he was there protecting the borders of our country, I used to feel that she is the real incarnation of a superwoman in the world. It's true, she is a superwoman. My mom and dad has always been supportive of us, whatever job we do and wherever we have been. But my mom, even though she is loving and very generous, she is a strict disciplinarian. She is a hard taskmaster. Whatever, I am not afraid of my dad as much as my mom, even though she loves us. My mom and dad, 28 years into their marriage next week, are still so madly and deeply in love with each other. Sometimes I feel that love is something more than romance, something so pure that I can't describe the words. My dad, who is now retired, meets my mom everywhere around him. Wherever they go, whatever work they do, they need to be together. It is through their love that understood the true meaning of care and compassion for the other being. What can else I say? The best example in our life we can show for others. That's what I pray for my life also. That what I see, the love in their life, it can be reciprocated in my life, in my future married life too. They say, if habits are not changed in time, they tend to become a necessity. And so true is the case with my mother. Even though I was staying 10 years away from my mom and dad, it's become a necessary routine for her to call me at least twice a day, at least I'm saying, and discuss with me all my daily routine works, what I've eaten, where I've gone, did I go safe, did I drive within the limits. Discuss about her routine work, tell me about her family job, how the work is happening in the family, what is not happening. Tell me about her sadness, her happiness, tell me some food recipes, and about all the wisdoms of her life. Even though I am a young adult now, she still treats me like a kid. I'm not to complain, I love it. Abraham Lincoln truly said, that no man is poor who has a godly mother. And so is the true case with me. Because my inspiration to pursue civil services comes directly from her. Seeing her hard work, taking care of her patients, even though water shifts she do, down to earth nature, humble behavior, that's all required for me to spark the zeal in me to pursue that position of power which can make the difference in the society. Last December, my mother lost her mother. My grandma was ailing with old age and ill health. Till her last drying breath, my parents nursed her, took care of her just like a small infant. On the day of grandma's funeral, I saw my mother in the strongest of her character. Even though the tears were silently trickling down her cheeks, she sternly took care of all of us, didn't let anyone else fall down, didn't let anyone else fall abandoned. A week later, when things were coming back to normalcy, I saw me and my mom were having discussion, and all of a sudden she broke loose. All the anguish, sadness, anger that had been hidden in her came out bursting like a cloud burst. I saw the most humane side of my superwoman that night. To lose one's parent is the most tragic and a sad event in one's life. But that one event has changed my life forever. Because after that, I have never taken my parents for granted. Finally, to conclude this evening, I would like to raise a toast to my mother, to one who bears the beautiful name of all and adds the luster to the same, long life and good health to her, because there is no one other who can take place of my mother. Okay.